The 26-year-old who died at Auckland Port yesterday was working on the same ship as his father.
The family of Aotearoa Tuaiti have described him as an angel with a smile so constant you would think it was painted on.
He was also a partner and a father to a new baby and will be remembered with a family service in Auckland before being taken back to the Cook Islands to be laid to rest. Alice Wilkins reports.
Aotearoa Tuaiti Jr., known as Ati to those who loved him most, was a quiet, gentle giant who was selfless to a fault and a new dad.
If I could describe him, an angel. He'll basically take his shoes off, then he'll walk in the snow while he'll carry you on his back. That's the type of personality he was.
Yesterday, a haka rang out across Auckland's port as Aotearoa's body was moved from the site of the accident. His father, Aotearoa Sr., who worked with Ati on the same ship, is shown in this video, which family have given us permission to use, visibly inconsolable as he stood beside his son.
We did ask him how you're feeling, and it's indescribable with the words. You couldn't even utter a word.
26-year-old Aotearoa fell from a height while loading and unloading containers yesterday morning. He was working on the ship Capitan Tasman as a stevedore employed by private company Wallace Investments. All work on the ship has since stopped.
Well, the hardest bit for us to know is it's how it happened, how the accident happened, how he lost his life. You know, you would not wish that upon anyone.
Koi Orika, one of Ati's cousins, says it wasn't just Aotearoa's dad who worked at the port, but other family members were also his co-workers.
His cousins were there too. His cousins, who so happens to be his best friends, you know. And one of the young men that was standing beside his dad is Ngati, you know, which is, they were inseparable. You know, where you find Ati, you find Ngati. Where you find Ngati, you find Ati.
Today, a small group of Ati's closest family returned to the port for a private tapu-lifting prayer service at the scene of his death. The young stevedore, who was born in Atataki in the Cook Islands and moved to New Zealand in his late teens, leaves behind his partner Kura and their new baby boy, still under 1 year old.
It's really hard to fathom what's actually happening to us. You know, it's... Why does it happen to the good people?
The quiet and gentle, much-loved character who left home for work in the morning and his family expected would return that night.
Alice Wilkins joins us now from Auckland Port. And Alice, what's next for Aotearoa's family?
Well, investigations by Maritime New Zealand and Wallace Investments into how this accident happened are ongoing. But for Aotearoa's family, they're now waiting to take him home where they can celebrate and remember his life together here in Auckland. Then he will be flown to the Cook Islands, his home, so he can be laid to rest.
Alice, thank you.